Hi. One of the types of books I think Usborne Books and More does really well is their fiction books. And they have them for all ages, starting with board books. This one is I Want to Be an Astronaut. And it goes through with really great old-fashioned artwork, some different professions. And there's two books in this series. I Want to Be a Lion Tamer and I Want to Be an Astronaut. Another new fiction book is a series, Billy's Adventure series. This one is The Underwater. It's the same character that's in the early chapter books, Billy B and the Hey Jack series. But this is when Billy and Jack are in preschool and they have some really imaginary adventures in their preschool. It's super, super cute. Another fiction series that we have is the Phonics series. You can buy them individually or in a set. It's 20 books. There's different artists and authors in this set, but they're great books. It's great for any kid who loves rhyming. My pre-K kid loves these books. She loves to think about words that rhyme. The Phonics series is fantastic. Another great rhyming book is 1, 2, 3 by the Sea. This is also, it's a counting book, counting and rhyming. The artwork is super cute and it really makes you want to end up at the beach. So as they go about their day at the beach, they count all different things until it's time to go home. Let's see. There it is. It's time to go. Another fiction is a classic, Cinderella. This is not your typical classic book. It's a board book with amazing cutouts and flaps. Sometimes there's flaps within a flap. There's another book in this series, Little Red Riding Hood. Both are amazing and I would definitely recommend those to be added to your bookshelf. Another classic, Emperor's New Clothes. This is also in a set of 20 books, the picture book set, which has a Little Red Riding Hood, Three Little Pigs, Black Beauty, Heidi, a bunch of classics, also different authors and illustrators. Great, just classic read. What a great bedtime story is the picture book series. Another great series to read at bedtime is the illustrated story series. There's a bunch of different options for these. I think one of the other videos has the Shakespeare, there's Dickens, there's Norse myths, this one's Greek myths. Awesome illustrations, text. The amount of text on the different illustrated series is different. Like the Prince and Princesses ones has more text than pictures. So they're a little bit different, but just amazing. And it's so awesome to introduce these stories to little kids. They're written on kids' levels. And they get so into it. And as hard as it is to pronounce some of the Greek names, it's an amazing thing to see your kid be introduced to those kinds of classics. Moving on to chapter books. I know some of the intro to Usborne showed a whole bunch of chapter books, so I'll just touch on the ones that they haven't showed already. This is a young reader, Usborne Young Reading Series book, so it's a great intro chapter book, lots of pictures, which kids like. It's a good way to sort of transition them in. Lily the Elf, same thing, lots of pictures, large text, cute little stories. The next step up would be Hannah Hibiscus, I think. I think this is labeled 6 to 9. I think it's a little bit older than that. There's just a lot of text and it's small print, but this is an amazing story because Anna lives in Africa and her mom is Canadian and her dad is from Africa. And so it touches on just what her culture is like and sort of mixing cultures, which is, the families these days. Next up, chapter book, Secret Mermaid. This is listed for 7+. Still pictures, a little bit more text. Cute stories about mermaids. What's cuter than mermaids? Farm Rescue. Puppy is the main character. Same thing, more text, less pictures. This is labeled for 7 to 11. The next series, this is the I Am Jack series. There's 4 books in this series. This is actually, it's getting harder reading here. I think this is 8+. This is a good series that addresses bullying. So Jack is a little bit unsure of himself and gets a little bit picked on. Another chapter book that wasn't addressed already is The Star of Deltora. There's 4 books in this series now. Great adventure series for the slightly older reader. Moving on to picture books, we have some great new picture books. This one is about an author and scribble, and how the author writes a scribble along the story. Super cute. Along those lines, paint me a picture. This is actually a good color book. Different colors on each pages. Just a really cute read to your children. Another book is Choose Your Own Journey. I'm getting distracted. So this one is different journeys for the boat, the train, the car, and the bike. And as you go along the story, you follow the path along and see where each vehicle journeys and where they end. You'll never guess who's the last one to end their journey. Tell Me a Story is another one of our new ones. This one is a great book about how to tell a story. Tell me a story about this and that. Super cute, great nighttime read. Final 3 books are like 3 of my favorites. Tale of Two Beasts tells the story from 2 different perspectives. The little girl and the little beast. Who's in the right, who's in the wrong, what happens, and how each of them think about where they got to be where they are. Super cute book. Classic Usborne book, Nibbles. Everybody loves Nibbles. Actually, it's a Kane Miller book, I'm sorry. Nibbles likes to nibbles books, and he escapes from his cage and nibbles his way into other people's stories. Kind of messes things up along the way. Little Red Riding Hood, not so happy. Super cute book. You'll want to end with getting Nibbles back in his crate if you can. One of our new books, Bears Don't Read. It follows George. He wants to learn how to read, but he's a bear. And all the other bears say, George, you can't read. Bears don't read. But Bear finds a way. A super cute book. Great illustrations. A great addition to your library. I hope this helps you pick out some great fiction books. Thanks so much for watching.